Going on YouTube? Today's the day. Going on my trip in the morning. Uh, Finally. It's going to be about 2.5 week trip, depending on how things go. I've got the bike loaded up, ready to go. A couple little odds and ends I got to grab before I go, but in this video, I want to show you everything, just about everything that I've packed. I'm not going to go through my clothes and all that stuff. Anyways, but some of this, I guess, essentials that I would bring on a trip, especially when I'm going on. Hopefully, it gives you guys some ideas and on what you would like to bring for your trip. So let's get started. I'll show you what I got going on. All right, the first thing I'm going to show you is basically the driver, my world, if you will, while riding down the road. So I've installed the Zero 3D cup holder. I didn't want the big one, so I got the small one. Kind of helped me out while I'm riding. And then over here I have the Zero 3D cup holder, cell phone holder, and I got right here. So I got connected to my radio. Down here I have the Zero 3D highway pegs. They're the running board ones, I believe they're called. To me, these are the best ones because I didn't want to be reaching all the way to the highway bar to get it. This one I just kind of kick my foot over if I want, put my heel, my boot, or even rest my foot on top of it. And it's fully adjustable. This pivots up and down. This pivots. You can rotate this. They're a little pricey, but honestly, I like them. They're worth it. So now we're gonna move back to the passenger. So I haven't gotten it yet. I thought I had one, but I can't find it. But right here I'm gonna have a USB port for my girlfriend to charge her phone. And then I did get her the big ass cup holder for her things. Also, here's a touring pack that I got. I painted it, and it turned out, honestly, for the first time, it turned out pretty well. So I got this for her, so instead of just a standard backrest. Then the left side saddlebag. Basically in here I got our rain gear, bike cover, and we can kind of compress this down and put like a jacket or two in here. I could probably make it fit. But that's basically all that's in this one. And here I gave her the majority of the trunk, so make her happy. This is all that I'm bringing. This includes my laptop, my camera gear, my clothes. Again, I'm not going to go through it all. And a couple little odds and ends and stuff like that. Then when we come to the right side of the bike, I'll go into more detail on this bag in here. This is my extra visor. I believe this is my tinted one because I have my clear one on right now. Harley makes, I don't know if it's Harley, but I got it at Harley. There's this 1 gallon tank that fits the shape. Let's pull this bag out. That fits the shape of the tail, or the back end of this saddlebag. Just pops right in there real good. Doesn't matter if you got the extended bags or not. That's that. And then in this bag, it's kind of my tool bag, I guess, if you will. The same company that makes that gas can makes this kind of like half cut insert. So you have your fuel tank here, or fuel can here, still have a bag, liner bag. It goes in here, and then I still got room for my lines. I can put a hat in here, a few other odds and ends, still kind of, you know, catch-all type thing. Here in a minute, I'll dig into this and show you what this right here is probably the most important bag that I really want to show you guys. Anyways, upgraded my grips. I got the Avon. They're the memory foam type, I believe, foam. These are the medium size. They make a smaller diameter than a larger diameter. Really great grips. I like them. I rode these on my last trip. I really like them. So then I have the what is this? The uh, Clockworks Rex uh, Windstream. I think I got the 12-inch riser, but it's, I mean, 4 screws. It pops off. Old one pops off, new one pops on. Anyway, so that's kind of just a rundown of what I got on the bike. We're gonna get into that small bag, all right? That tool bag. All right, here's this bag. Basically, yeah. Basically, this is my tool bag, my stuck in the road bag type thing. First thing I got in here, mechanic gloves. I've had laying around. A couple shop rags. Then I got the it was like 20-30 bucks for it, but when I was at the dealership one day. But it's probably one of the better looking ones and size wise and whatnot, and it comes with a little carry bag, an air compressor. And the great thing is it has the plug that plugs directly into the battery for, like, if you got a battery tender. On-off switch, has a light. Then which way did it come off? Right here. You have your hose. Then it comes with an extension. Plug this in here. Plug this into your valve stem. Turn around, fill it up. Probably the one thing that I'm worried about with taking a trip like this is tires. I've already changed the tires. I put brand new tires on the bike. I also put, while I change the tires, as you well know, that's what I do, is change motorcycle tires. I also put TPMS in there. Oh, let me grab the box. These ones, blue TPMS system. Basically, they're little sensors like that go inside the tire, and then you got an app that runs in the background and will alert you on. It monitors tire pressure, tire temperature, and all that sort of stuff. And this one shows a car, but they make it where you can have it for a bike, you can have it for a car, RV, anything. So, and this one was pretty cheap, honestly. I think it was like 150 bucks for 2 of them. 130 bucks, something like that. But they also make, like you guys with inner tubes, they have caps, because you can't run these with inner tube. You gotta use the cap ones. So anyways, so I got those in there. Again, with tires, I got a couple. A tire patch kit, plug kit. Now I bought this before I bought the air compressor. This is made by a company called Stop and Go. Come on, stay. Comes with nice colored instructions, pictured and everything. Even comes with a little quick cheat sheet, if you will. And then a quick cheat sheet on the CO2 cartridge. I'll show you those. And there we go. So basically, we got, these are our tools. This here. You got your reamer. Obviously pull out whatever it is, object. Now this is only for, like, if you get a nail, staple, something small like that. You got your reamer. You have this tool here. This tool here is what you use to install this cone. This goes through into the puncture. It'll feed this in there, then you leave that cone in there, take this out. This will stay inside the tire. Then you take, I used this a couple times on my trailer and it works. I used several times. It works great. No leaks out of them. You would take one of these mushrooms, stick it stem first in there, kind of push the mushroom head inside. I'm not going to do it, but, and then you would thread this into the cone. And then you would take this Allen wrench that they got, and you go in the center here, and this plunges it, and you would push it through this tube inside, and then that mushroom head pops out. You'll feel it when it pops out, and then when you pull this out, and then you grab the mushroom, the back of the plug that's sticking out, you pull it, so that mushroom head hits the inside and kind of flattens out. And then it even comes with a thin razor blade, cut it flush. And then this kit came with, oh, there's a little hose, extension hose. These are the threaded CO2 cartridges. You thread this in there after threading that onto your valve stem. Thread this in there, puncture it, release the compressed air into your tire. I've heard it takes about 3 or 4 to fill up a 180 65, or I got a 180 55 18. It take about 3 or 4 of these. That's why I got the air compressor. I got a bunch of these. This has 4 more in there. So I've got plenty. And then this little deal is you're supposed to put it around it, because when these released, when you crack it, it gets really cold real fast. Anyways, that's my puncture repair kit. I believe this kit came with 3 or 4 cartridges, and it was about 55 bucks, which is cheap insurance. It's a lot better than those stringy ones, I think. So we'll set that off to the side. I've had issues. I've already replaced both of my tail light bulbs, so I got an extra one. Then I got a headlamp. That's another thing I need to throw in here, the flashlight. Throw a flashlight in there real quick. Nice one. I have a basic first aid kit. Just basic, basic boo-boo kit with some aspirin, band-aids and stuff like that, and different. And so just, this is something you would do on your own. So if you had any special medicines, I'd bring extra. Just stick them in here, depending on if you take medication. In case you lose it or something like that, you got spare. My thing is redundancy. That's why I have a flashlight, air compressor. I got this with the CO2. It's just redundancy. I mean, I got the room. I'm gonna do it. Finally, a toolkit. This is gonna be basically bike specific. So, but I'm gonna show you some of the special tools that I got in here. Zip tie is always a must. I get a Leatherman Wave. I mean, multi-tool. I mean, when can you not use it? Multi-tool, yeah, I mean, shit. I bought the Harley lube. It's for like your levers and stuff like that. It's small, why not? What else do we got in here? This one. They make, because Harley, this is a 36 mil, and this is the 15/16 front axle, rear axle nut. This, I think it was like $25, $30 from Harley, made in America. Thank you very much. And they make ones, because some Harleys have a smaller front, which I think is a 9/16. They make one with that. So it's thin, light, and it'll get you home. The axle nut comes loose. And then I've got a set of, dig them out here. Come here. I'm kind of a tool guy, so, but set of wrenches. I got 8 and 10 millimeter and 12, and then I got a 1/2 inch and 9/16. This is pretty basic. Tire pressure gauge, which there's one on here, but then I got my TPMS, again, redundancy. You never know if something fails, breaks, whatever have you. You just never know. Allen wrenches. Let's see here. I have several Allen wrenches that I use on my bike. Small ones for my axle caps, front axle caps. 4 millimeter, and stuff is for like whatchamacallit, the hardware for my cup holder and my cell phone holder in case it decides to come loose, and several other Allen wrenches for my bike. I'll show that last. Basically a ratchet, a couple extensions, and then I have an assortment of sockets. Again, redundancy. Now I don't have like a 19 or 3/4. Say a 19. This is 3/4 or 19 millimeter. I don't have that in a wrench. It's too big. And I think there's only 1 or 2 that I can get to them with a ratchet. It's 9/16, 1/2 inch, 7/16, 5/16 I found on the bike, 3/8. 10 millimeter 12 point for your front calipers, and then your Torx bits. I think a 25, a 27, and a, what's this other one? A 15. Now this, and then my 3 Allens, which is a 4 mil, 6 mil, and I believe an 8 mil. So. Then I got this guy. It's a key. What it is, let me turn you around. If you got a rider backrest, if you have a rider backrest, you know all you gotta do is squeeze this deal and it comes out. Well, I ran into a guy last year that made this thing, that using one of the existing bolts, mounted it, and then the part with the key would go down in there, and then this would lock it in place. This is the key, and that's why it's so long. So you can reach down there, twist it to unlock it, and then it would hold it and pull it out. It's also the tool to install it and remove it, and it keeps those bars from pinching. So especially you guys with CVOs and you get those really expensive seats, you know, all it takes is taking this seat off, backrest off, taking that screw or whatever you got back there, and whoop, there goes your seat. Well, this will protect your backrest and your seat. You can't get your seat unless you get this off. Everything fits in here. Still got a little bit of room. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to slap this back in. There you go, guys. That's kind of the loadout that I got going on for this trip. I've gone through the bike. I got the service manual. I've gone through the bike. Checked all my torque specs. Good thing is, because like my kickstand was a little loose, the bolt on the top of it, it has the little stop tab. And I found a couple other little loose ends, but changed my brake pads out. I've changed all 3 of my oils, because this is going to be like a 5,000 to 6,000 mile trip. So plan on doing these kind of trips. Go through your bike. If you're not comfortable going through your bike, find someone that does. Good friend of yours that you feel comfortable doing it. If not, take it to a a reputable shop. Okay, especially on a long trip like this. And those Sturgis is coming up the. I've already changed a bunch of tires for guys going to Sturgis, so, and I kind of went through their bike just a little extra for them. And some of them I'm like, dude, you need brakes because they're just like damn near metal and metal. And you're like, whoa, I didn't notice. So just please, on these long trips, go through your bike or have someone that you trust to go through your bike. Okay, and it'd be worth it because I'd rather spend at worst I'd spend a couple $100 to have someone go through my bike, find it then, fix it then, and try to do it ahead of time, get it all squared away, and be stranded on the side of the road, especially if you're with a group of guys. I mean, pretty bad enough by yourself, but if you're with a group of guys, now you're holding up the group. So you don't want to be that guy. I don't like being that guy. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video right now. Stay tuned, and I'm gonna do my best to bring you guys along. See you soon. Adios.